mankind. Unfortunately, this peace is without Christ. And without Christ, there is no peace. But their symbol for their transformation and change is the triple helix. Politics and government. The mafia comes from Sicily, Italy. This is their flag, their symbol. The mafia is a secret society. Okay? The Department of Transportation. That's their symbol. The Trilateral Commission. You ever heard of them? They're the guys that are meeting, that are plotting the course of our world, bringing us into a new world order. That's their symbol. This is outside the Pentagon. A man came to me when I was in Baltimore, and he said, Pastor Mike, do you think that possibly that when they mingle themselves with the seed of men, that it could add a third strand to man's DNA? We talked about it. He showed me the picture. He's right. This symbol, you will see a statue outside of most courthouses. This statue holding a pair of scales. We talked about that last night. She's holding her 3 fingers extended. Triple helix. The National Occupational Health and Safety Commission. Triple helix. I got to read this one up close here. This is the Department for Environment, Food, and Rural Affairs in Great Britain, or the United Kingdom. Notice their symbol, the triple helix. Environmentally Sustainable Systems Limited. There is an association with this symbol and the environmental movement. Everything going green, and Al Gore is associated with this symbol. The National Institutes of Health uses this symbol. APACS. Now here's where it gets interesting, because a guy sent me this in an email, said, Pastor Mike, take a look at this symbol, tell me what you think. I said, I think it looks like a triple helix. And I asked him what this is. He said, everybody that gets paid by the government in the United Kingdom gets paid through APACS. Remember, no man might buy or sell save he had the what? Look at what it's associated with. Here is the Netherlands Chamber of Commerce. You cannot buy or sell in the Netherlands without approval of this government organization. They use the triple helix. This organization here, the triple helix of learning, assessment, and pedagogy. This has to do with the educational system, referring to the new way they're teaching kids as the triple helix. Here it is here, teaching, research, knowledge transfer, the triple helix. Here's from the University of Edinburgh. They talk about the fusion. We were talking about this in the hall a while ago. The fusion of industry, government, and education into one giant monster, and that's what we have right now in this country, because the government is taking, they have the educational institutions, now they're taking over the businesses, aren't they? One by one, starting with the banks, then the car companies, then the hospitals and the insurance companies. And it's a triple helix model. Here it is again, the triple helix learning process. This is from the United Kingdom. Victorian Essential Learning Standards, the triple helix approach. Social learning, discipline-based learning, interdisciplinary learning. The triple helix, industry, university, and government. This was a book written as a new model for how fascism is going to work in the world. Here it is here. I'm moving through these kind of quick. The triple helix of university, industry, and government relations. The triple helix international network, industry, university, and government. Triple helix consulting. The triple helix review, a science review. And notice the article says, have we stopped evolving? Triple helix. Now let's look at brand names. All of these symbols. Some lady sent me probably 500 symbols to look at. And I'm using about 20 of them up here on the screen. Let me get up here where I can point to these real quick and move through these real fast. The recycling symbol. The biohazard symbol. This symbol from a company called Ashridge. Do you want to go further? Evolution. Quality products. America Online. This is a Russian company called Aster, which means star. Triple helix. Autogen. AKG. Agio. This company here called Creating a Greener Future, a company called Bauer, Dimension Data, Eurovision, Europe Online, Internet company, Internova, an energy company, Phoenix, Entertainment Group, Ecological Integrity, Triple Helix, AG Communication Systems, and subsidiary of Lucent Technologies. That was named after Lucifer. AT&T used to own them. How many of you have seen that symbol before? Do you know what adobe is? It's brick. What did they build the Tower of Babel of? What do masons work with? Da-da-da. Synergenic. You know what synergy means, right? We discussed that last night. I found this morning. The Thomson Reuters Foundation. It's an alert network. They use the triple helix. Google's new browser. And I wouldn't suspect Google, but they showed up last weekend at the Bilderberg meeting. The Bilderberg meeting is where all the top people in the world get together and say, here's how we're going to run the world this year. And if you don't believe that, that's too bad. It's true. Triple helix. Here's a company called RFR. I could not find what the company was, but notice that in their triple helix, they have two symbols for the world and a symbol for the stars melded together. Next Level Insurance Broker. The Triple Helix Technology Corporation. This is a commercial I saw on television the other day. I went, no way. Hair care product. You see the 3 strands DNA here? Do you see it? It's here. And they're pouring these chemicals, and they all form this 3-strand DNA, and when they land in the jar, that's what they form. The triscular or the triquetra. Pantene. Nestle, Pure Life, 1, 2, 3. Genetically altered is the symbol here. This is a skateboard company. It has 3-strand DNA on here, and the statement on the skateboard says evolved. SSM Healthcare, Immortality. Go-to Market Strategies, the Triple Helix. You just now caught it, huh? We're talking about major corporations. And this is a major corporation. And I'm assuming they bought up all these little companies in Lebanon. Is that correct? Okay. That's their symbol. I was at the store taking pictures of symbols. I bought some CD labels and I went to check out, and I looked at the card scanner so that no man might buy or sell, save it had the mark of the name of the beast or the number of his name. And the company was in Ingenico, and they used the triple helix as their logo. They are the world's largest manufacturer of these machines, and they're based in France. Okay? No man might buy or sell. Now let's look at it in religion. The Institute of Transpersonal Psychology, I've read some things on this website. They use the pyramid and the triple helix as their model. They believe in what's called transhumanism. Man making his next step of evolution, becoming the divine. Transpersonal psychology. Transformation is what it's about. Martial arts. Use that symbol. We talked about that earlier. Don't let your kids do this. Okay, moving on. The Christian Medical Fellowship. Their newspaper, their newsletter is called the Triple Helix. Infusion Church uses the Triple Helix model for their spiritual DNA. Where did they get the inspiration to do this from? Not from the Bible. Familiar spirits. The Pope wears the triple crown, the triple helix. He holds the 3 fingers as his blessing, as his papal seal of blessing. And by the way, he draws a chromosome when he does it. Granger Community Church. These guys are on the forefront of the emerging church movement. They're one of the most wicked churches. Look what they're marketing. No wonder they use that symbol. Okay? You've heard of this group, so-called Christian group? That's their symbol. Fusion Church. Better together. You get it now, don't you? The fusion of the heavenly with the earthly. This is a youth seminar. So much of this stuff is moving into the youth ministry movement, the big companies. This is a seminar called Move. They're using that as a way to transform the youth in your church. Don't let them do it. Trinity